Hi everybody, it's Granzilla, and on this week's Making a Move bonus vlog, we are diving into how I got to be in my bonnet and built a compost pile with 4 materials basically for free. And you can too. So I got the bee in my bonnet and I was like, look at this empty backspace in my yard. It's just doing nothing. And I decided that's the perfect spot for a compost pile. And I got the resources, so let's do it. So once we got the pallets over into my yard, our yard, I got my 15-year-old to help. He was very reluctant, even though it was a beautiful day. But you know how 15-year-olds are. They don't want to be bothered. The visions I usually have for projects, I can't articulate to my husband. So I actually have to usually start doing them and almost kill myself or somebody else, like with this shovel right here, because holy crap, someone's going to die. Who lets us use this equipment? My husband will come to my rescue, and he's coming over and he's going to use a hatchet to do what we were doing, which is 100% safer. But he still doesn't understand exactly what I want to do, which is a pallet on the left, a pallet on the right, and then a pallet in the back. And that way it forms like a little space for the compost. The compost bin doesn't have to have 4 sides. You can make it with 4 sides if you want, but there's no need in my opinion. You want to be able to get in there and shovel the crap. I almost said a bad word. We use the pallets, and then what I'm trying to have him do is put the fence posts in between the pallet slats. And he doesn't think it's going to work, and we're having a little argument here, which you're not going to hear because I said, But he came up with this really great idea to dig out a little bit of the dirt where the pallets were going to go to help stabilize it and make it even. So kudos to my husband. I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. And as you can see, it's still icy and snowy. So the ground wasn't that easy to dig out, but he did a good job. Oh, this is me saying, oh, this is going to be great because we can use this area for wood. And as you can see, it's still. That was my husband ignoring me, as he should. I was also doing a different, let's do this project too. He ignored me and kept on digging. That's his way of measuring, very, very meticulously with the shovel to make sure his ditch for the pallet is the right length. I love him so much. It was actually a good way to do it. Like, I should not judge, but I am. I'm Judgy McJudger. So now we're putting in the second pallet. You can kind of see the vision coming together a little bit. I love my husband hits it with the shovel just to even it out. Like, that is exactly, boom. Oh, perfect. It's exactly what it needed. You can tell the 15-year-old is still reluctant. Now, right now, we're still using free pallets. Free. And these fence posts, I had from like 15, 20 years. So they're basically free too, because they've paid for themselves over the years. A close-up view of my husband using a hatchet, I think, to pound it in. Yes, here it is. Oh, just watching it now gives me anxiety. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, do not hurt yourself. My 15-year-old tried to do that. And I was like, no, baby, no, you're not going to do that. Let's see. Dig. This is kind of boring. I think I'm micromanaging him at this point in time. And I believe we're having a bit of an argument about the necessary, the necessary of digging it even. Like, dude, it doesn't have to be even. Here he is doing the hatchet again. You can see it's 3 walls. He's complaining it's not going to be solid enough. I'm saying, yes, it is. I'm a genius. He is again saying, no, it's not. I'm saying, don't cut off your hand. Don't cut off your hand! Like, literally screaming. So to help my husband feel better about the stabilization of this compost bin. We put rocks in the bottom of it to help keep it up. And that seemed to make him a little bit happier. Really, it's just, I mean, I don't, yeah, okay, yes, fine, rocks. You happy? Good, I love you. And this is what it looked like the next morning. Now, everything I've shown you so far was basically done in about a half an hour or so. But this is me and my son cutting the wire. I got an idea to put chicken wire on it. Again, this is, or fencing wire. We had this just lying around. So it's paid for itself. Probably like 15 years old. It was in the shed. Putting it to use finally, thank God. We're cutting the wire so that it fits on one side of the pallet, and we're going to wrap it kind of all the way around the 3 sides. And this is to help keep the compost in a little bit more, not just let it fall through those cracks so easily. And we might add more rocks to it so that it has a stronger base, and then chicken wire on the other side to create a really solid foundation. Look how much my son improved. He's never used wire cutters before. In the last segment, he could barely do it, and now he's like whipping through it. Like, look at him go, gaining life skills. I love you so much, and I'm so proud of you. Also, it hurt my hand, so I didn't want to do it after a while. Which is okay, and we need to teach our kids life skills, right? I don't feel guilty. So we're gonna put this on the back side, I believe. And then once it's on the back side, we use this like hammer staple gun that my husband had. You can see my son is really struggling to use it. And it actually was a lot harder. I kept saying, hit it hard. And it was like he was afraid to break it. But, there definitely was a learning curve on using it correctly, because when I used it, I did some boo-boos, like those kind of boo-boos. Like, I missed a lot. All in good fun, right? We learn from our mistakes. The next day, complete 3 pallets, 6 fence posts, and some chicken wire, and we have a compost bin. And we've already started using it, throwing in straw, throwing in food scraps. Very easy to do, and basically completely free. And it took about 45 minutes total. I would recommend this project for anybody. It is super easy. It's super fun. It was a good experience to do with my kids. I should say kid. And I think they started to like it at the very end. They'll never admit that. They will never, ever admit that. But they did. They were like, I built that. I am a strong person. I can do whatever. I am amazing. Yes, you are, baby. Yes, you are. So that's it. That's how you build a compost bin, basically for free. My bonus vlog, I hope you enjoyed it. Have you ever built a compost bin? Put it in the comments below. What did you use? Did you upcycle? Did you, build it from like an engineering thing? I don't know. How else would you build it? I guess out of wood or blocks. I don't know. Urban homesteading. You just do what you got to do, baby. And this is the first part in creating a more sustainable type of lifestyle here. As food prices go up and everything goes up, this is just a better way to make our own food and grow our own food. We're making moves. That's what we're doing. We're making moves. Thank you so much. Subscribe. This is a fun channel, people. See you next time.